Gymnastics has a Cajun flavor for 2005. The LSU Tigers have been a team on the rise. Led by four-time All-American April Burkholder, the Tigers find themselves ranked in the top 5 in the nation and in the hunt for the SEC championship. The Georgia Gym Dogs lost 6 seniors, each won an All-American from last year's SEC championship team. However, the Gym Dogs have reloaded and are challenging again for the league crown. It's Georgia and LSU up now. The Pete Maravich Assembly Center, better known as the PMAC in Baton Rouge, is gearing up for tonight's SEC Gymnastics Showdown. The fans are all in their finest because they know this is a big one. The mighty Georgia Gym Dogs are in town to take on the third-ranked LSU Tigers. Hello and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm Jen Hildreth. Tonight's meet matches one of the up-and-coming teams in the country in LSU against the traditional powerhouse Georgia Gym Dogs. But for the first time since 1992, Georgia is not the favored team here in Baton Rouge. The Gym Dogs are coming off a loss to Florida, their first conference loss to a team other than Alabama in 15 years. But this is shaping up to be one of the most competitive years ever in the SEC. LSU is sure looking good. For more on the Tigers, let's bring in Lori Strong-Ballard.
Thanks, Jen. As they say in Louisiana, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. And for LSU, the good times continue to roll. After a series of outstanding competitions, they find themselves at the top of the SEC and third in the nation, their highest ranking since '99. Head coach Didi Bro says this team is talented and competing with a newfound confidence. The Tigers are legitimate contenders for the SEC title, but some of their biggest obstacles still remain, including today's competition against the defending SEC champs, the Georgia Gym Dogs. Coach, in your 28 years here at LSU, is this one of the most talented teams you've coached, and what makes them so special?
Well, they're special because it's a team. You know, we've got some outstanding performers, but from the top to the bottom of our lineup, I feel like we're pretty balanced.
This year, you've consistently gotten better with each competition in terms of your consistency and your difficulty. But what are some of the key areas you need to focus on to get the win today?
Well, the win today is going to be all about the team that can stick landings and stay on the equipment. It's been that all season long, and I think it'll be that tonight.
Well, thanks, Coach, and good luck tonight. And now for more on Georgia, over to Natalie.
Thanks, Lori. Coach Jacqueline, you've lost a lot of talent from last year's SEC team, but your freshmen have really picked up the slack. You must be pleased.
I'm very pleased. Anytime freshmen have to come in and have to be responsible for putting up scores on a team with a tradition like Georgia has, and they've been able to do that, definitely makes me very proud.
Coming into LSU tonight, the LSU gymnasts have been turning heads this year. What's your plan to take the win tonight?
Well, I don't know that in gymnastics you necessarily have a plan because there's no defense, but obviously we've talked about staying focused, making sure we're intense in terms of our own routines, not being distracted by LSU's routines. We know that they're a good team. We have followed them through the years, and we certainly know what they've got with the leadership with April, and we know we're going to have our hands full, but we're a very talented team as well, and I think that, you know, it just depends on how we put it together tonight.
Well, thanks again. Good luck as well. Now back to you, Jen.
All right, we're about to get started here in Baton Rouge. The 2004 SEC Freshman of the Year, Kelsey Ericksen, getting ready for Georgia. And the 2004 SEC Gymnast of the Year, April Burkholder, getting ready to go for LSU. LSU head coach Didi Bro has been here for 28 seasons, but she knows this is a big one. It's been 18 years since LSU has beaten Georgia here in the PMAC. Can they do it tonight? We'll find out. We're at the PMAC in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, site of tonight's gymnastics meet between the LSU Tigers and the Georgia Gym Dogs. In rotation number 1, LSU will be on vault, and to get a win over Georgia would be that signature win this program's looking for, but they've got to keep focused.
I think they're excited about it. We talk about our purple zone, staying in our zone and not looking over your shoulder and certainly not looking back behind you and never look at the floor. So if we can do those things and stay focused on what we're supposed to do, I think it'll be a great competition.
It's been 10 years since LSU last beat Georgia, and this is a very talented Tiger team, but they cannot be intimidated by the Gym Dogs.
Nicki Butler will take over on vault for LSU.
Performing the Yurchenko layout full, the most popular vault in college gymnastics. It's scored out of a 10, and she does an excellent job nailing the landing.
Well, Nicki leads this team on the vault with an average of 9.86 for the season.
And I can't emphasize the importance of those stuck landings. We heard Dee mention that would be key at this competition. 6 girls compete, 5 scores count. So if everyone takes a step on the landing, that's a loss of a half a point on this event.
Certainly going to want to count that score, a 9.9 for Nicki Butler. That's the 4th meet in a row she's had that score. Georgia, though, is going to be going on bars in this rotation, an event that Suzanne Youghlin says is key.
We need to start out strong on bars. Bars, as I said, has been, an event that we've struggled on a little bit. I think that it's probably the event that LSU is obviously better than Georgia. I think that's the only event that LSU is better than Georgia on, is the uneven bars. So if we can hold our own there and not get too far behind bars for bar routines, then I think we can come out strong in the end.
Katie Heenan, this is one athlete Georgia can get a big score from. She was a medalist at the 2001 World Championships on this event, but she's had some consistency problems this year because of her difficulty. Take a look, 4 directly connected major elements. This time she's on. And the dismount is very difficult as well. A double front blind landing, and she nails it. That's the kind of performance Georgia wants.
Absolutely. Georgia has 4 freshmen in their bars lineup. Katie Heenan is one of them, but if they all perform like this, they'll be doing all right.
This is a crucial element right here. The half pirouette into the Shaposhnikova. She has to finish the half turn in handstand to give her that right timing and consistency into that release move.
Katie Heenan receives a season-high 9.875 on bars. Great score for Georgia. Meanwhile, the 2004 SEC Gymnast of the Year, April Burkholder, is ready on vault.
Another Yurchenko full in the laid-out position, and another fantastic landing for LSU.
April Burkholder brings so much energy, and boy, she gets them started here in this first rotation.
The crowd here is chanting 10, 10, and rightfully so. There's not much wrong with this vault. Nice straight arm block off the table, good height and distance, a nice stretch position in the air, and of course the landing.
And a big score to go along with it, a season-high 9.95 for April Burkholder and LSU. Can Georgia's Kelsey Ericksen keep up on bars? We'll find out. If you're just tuning in, you missed some big scores already by both Georgia and LSU. We've shown you 3 season highs so far. Georgia's Kelsey Ericksen looking to maybe continue that streak as she goes on bars.
It's obvious both these teams are pushing each other to another level. Kelsey's competing in the all-around tonight, and she's got a big bar routine planned here with 2 major release moves. The first one was Zakachev, and it was sky high. And here comes the second one, a piked Jaeger. That's an E-level skill, one of the most difficult skills you can do on this event. More difficulty in the dismount, a blind landing, and she's so disciplined getting those arms out, bending the knees. Bars coach Jay Clark, very pleased with his lineup tonight. Congratulations to him. He was promoted to co-head coach this year. Here's Kelsey's piked Jaeger. Very important to get enough height and distance so you don't catch your heels on that high bar.
Well, our streak of season highs continue at 9.875, the best this season for Kelsey Ericksen. Up now for LSU, Ashleigh Clare-Kearney, the freshman on vault who won her first individual event title on this event in the last meet.
An extremely powerful athlete. Certainly an attribute on this event. Another Yurchenko layout full, and the Tigers are giving nothing away on their landing.
Wow, just back and forth with great scores in this one.
Not quite as high as April's vault, but take a look at the distance on this vault. And of course, the bent knees, not a single movement on that landing.
She ties a season high with a 9.925. Dee Rose got it like that, getting her fans into it a little bit. And you know those fans can get rowdy here at LSU as well. They should. Look at that score for the Tigers. A 49.425 is the best this season and the 4th best in school history. So what a start for LSU. Now it's up to Ashleigh Kupets for Georgia to get them a strong score as the final performer in this rotation.
And Ashleigh has a crucial connection right here at the start, and she goes for it. The giant 1.5, and here comes the release move. Excellent job. In past competitions, she has watered that down and just done the giant half into it. What an amazing competitor to be able to pull out the big difficulty when a competition is this close and up against such tough competition as LSU. And the dismount nice and high, just a small hop on the landing. Another great routine for Georgia. Boy, this is turning out to be a big competition.
Ashleigh knew she needed a big score, and as you said, Lori, going for those big moves.
Two of the most difficult skills in the book, the giant 1.5 into what's called a Shushinova. That's a full twisting Tkachev, a major release move, and a major score for Georgia.
Ashleigh Kupets gets a 9.875. She is in the all-around for the first time this season. And there you see Georgia's score from the first rotation, a 49.275. Natalie Taylor is standing by with the Georgia coach.
Thanks, Jen. Now, Coach Jacqueline, you said that the bars was the key event for you. Did the girls get the job done?
They absolutely did. It was our best bars of the season. I think actually our bar routines were just superb. We stuck our dismounts, hit our handstands. Our top girls, Ashleigh Kupets did a 1.5 pirouette for the first time this season, so she put in a new skill and hit it. And I like to see that because we're trying to get better, not just win the competition. So I was really proud of them.
Great. Well, now back to you, Jen.
Thank you very much, Natalie. Georgia with 3 season highs in that first rotation, but LSU has the lead as we head